Hello, Wrestling News. This is Sean Hiron with your July 15th edition of NXT Review. Let's get right into it here. Jason Jordan and Chad Gable versus Cutler and Sampson start us off. Finally, we get to see Gable in action on TV, which is great. Starts off with Jason Jordan in there. Gives a quick tag to Chad Gable. Gable showing off his quick amateur wrestling moves. Really good showmanship by this guy. He's a little smaller, but really gets the job done. Sampson gets some offense in. Cutler tags in. Gable counters, tags JJ. They tag back, and they have a sick double team finisher. It's kind of like a backdrop into another one. Chad Gable really looks like a real player right off the bat. This is good because we have some guys moving out. Kevin Owens is already up. So this Chad Gable guy, watch out for him. After that, we get a recap of the Woman on Raw, which is a great segment. If you haven't seen it already, go watch it. And that brings us into our second match of Samoa Joe versus Axel Tischer. Axel, for you guys that don't know, he's a German wrestler. He's really good, and I was marking out a bit because I'm a German guy myself. But yeah, he actually got on a lot of offense in this match, which is nice, even though it was, a squash. They start trading shots right off the bat. Axel's getting way more offense than I thought. Spinebuster kick to the face, and then a senton. Joe hits his corner rock bottom move, muscle buster, and then makes him tap out. That's the first time we've actually seen him tap someone out in NXT, which is nice, showing some versatility. Nothing special, like I said, just a squash match. That moves us on to our Baron Corbin video package. This is awesome. I love these video packages. It's finally showing some depth to this guy. We never got to see anything before. So it starts off with him getting a new tattoo, actually. And then kind of bragging about his football accomplishments, his accomplishments in boxing and jiu-jitsu, that kind of thing. He went full heel mode talking about his paycheck, which was amazing, and his diamond-studded conference rings. I really enjoyed this. I want to see more Baron Corbin just because of this, and I really hope he's taking his training seriously because, this guy could be something if you give it some time. After that, everybody's favorite redhead, Eva Marie, comes out to a ton of boos. She's debuting next week. So this is going to be the moment of truth whether Kendrick's private trainings have paid off. I think a lot of people want to see her succeed, even though you don't want to admit it. We'd rather have a good diva here than, another Dana Brooke. But, yeah, let's see how it goes next week. Hopefully she does it right. That moves us on to our next match, which is Blake and Murphy versus Dawkins and Fulton. Both Blake and Murphy get some initial offense. It's, again, a squash match, nothing spectacular. Blake eventually knocks Fulton off the ring. Then they hit their running suplex frog splash to win. Post-match attack on both of them. Sora Fulton gets knocked down, and Alexa Bliss gets a Bliss flip off of Fulton. This was, an enhancement match. It's going to be interesting to see what they can do with the Vaudevillains because the tag match is just kind of... They've all fell flat as of late. We have Enzo and Cass. Lucha Dragons are gone now. The Ascension's gone now. So I really hope they kick it up a notch when they have their match. After that, Sami Zayn returns to the ring as a sling in his arm. Really good reaction for him. Unfortunately, he said he will probably not be back before the end of the year, which sucks. I think a lot of us wanted to see him in. He did say he's going to come back better than ever, take his title back, and then he cuts a good babyface promo on Kevin Owens and said he's coming for him. So just the way that sounded, I'm guessing Sami Zayn's not even going to bother with NXT when he comes back. I'm assuming they're going to throw him right on the roster against Owens kind of thing, which will be great. That'll be a great way to elevate him because I'm assuming 6 months to 8 months from now, Owens should be at a pretty good point on the roster, one of the top heels. After that, they recap the Balor vs. Owens match. Then they cut to the Comic-Con rematch announcement. Kind of interesting. The audio wasn't great, but that's okay. And finally, we get to the main event, which is Sasha versus Charlotte. Going to be a great match. The crowd is split right off the bat because, let's go Sasha, let's go Charlotte. They're both pretty much baby faces at this point. They start off pretty even. They're moving quick, almost cruiserweight level, which is amazing. Charlotte gets a couple innovative near falls. Sasha eventually gets control, mocks Charlotte right before the commercial. She still has control. And she's getting Charlotte in some really good holds. It's almost like a modified bank statement, like a stretcher move. Kind of counters it with her legs and moves around. Yeah, it was really innovative. Charlotte eventually counters with a power bomb. We get a "This is awesome" chant. Bunch more counters back and forth. Sasha's going full heel, slapping her and yelling at her, which is great. I like seeing Sasha in the heel mode. After that, Charlotte goes chop crazy on Sasha. Tries to set up for a figure four, goes into a roll up. Sasha did a flip into a near fall, goes for a figure four, and then Charlotte counters and gets the figure four in. Sasha gets the ropes, and if you notice when Charlotte rolls out of the ring, it looks like her hair extension or something fell out. I'm pretty sure it was a hair extension. Anyways, gets back in the ring. Sasha hits a bank statement, locks it in. Charlotte taps. Great match. They hug at the end, and Charlotte's crying quite a bit. And this is both, foreshadowing and indication, this is probably her last match before she's full-time Raw, which is fine. We were all expecting it. Overall, this NXT was good. The main event was amazing. It was a lot of squash matches in the main. We got to see Chad Gable. We got to see some depth with Baron Corbin. I mean, it was good. It was a lot better than the past couple NXTs, so good stuff. Anyways, I will see you guys next week. Signing off.